The Book of Urizen, Chapter 5, by William Blake. In terrors Los shrunk from his task. His great hammer fell from his hand. His fires beheld, and sickening, hid their strong limbs in smoke. For with noises ruinous loud, with hurtlings and clashings and groans, the immortal endured his chains, though bound in a deadly sleep. All the myriads of eternity, all the wisdom and joy of life, roll like a sea around him, except what his little orbs of sight by degrees unfold. And now his eternal life, like a dream, was obliterated. Shuddering, the eternal prophet smote with a stroke. From his north to south region, the bellows and hammer are silent now, a nerveless silence. His prophetic voice ceased, a cold solitude and dark void. The eternal prophet in Urizen closed. Ages on ages rolled over them, cut off from life and light, frozen into horrible forms of deformity. Lost suffered his fires to decay. Then he looked back with anxious desire, but the space undivided by existence struck horror into his soul. Los wept obscured with mourning. His bosom earth quaked with sighs. He saw Urizen deadly black, in his chains bound, and pity began. In anguish dividing and dividing, for pity divides the soul, in pangs eternity on eternity, life in cataracts poured down his cliffs, the void shrunk the lymph into nerves, wandering wide on the bosom of night, and left a round globe of blood trembling upon the void. Thus the eternal prophet was divided before the death image of Urizen. For in changeable clouds and darkness, in a winterly night beneath, the abyss of Los stretched immense, and now seen, now obscured, to the eyes of eternals, the visions remote of the dark separation appeared. As glasses discovered worlds in the endless abyss of space, so the expanding eyes of immortals beheld the dark visions of Los, in the globe of lifeblood trembling. The globe of lifeblood trembled, branching out into roots, fibrous, writhing upon the winds, fibers of blood, milk and tears, in pangs, eternity on eternity. At length in tears and cries embodied a female form, trembling and pale, waves before his deathy face. All eternity shuddered at sight of the first female, now separate, pale as a cloud of snow, waving before the face of Los. Wonder, awe, fear, astonishment, petrified the eternal myriads. At the first female form, now separate, they called her pity and fled. Spread a tent with strong curtains around them. Let cords and stakes bind in the void, that eternals may no more behold them. They began to weave curtains of darkness. They erected large pillars round the void with golden hooks fastened in the pillars. With infinite labor the eternals a woof wove and called it science.